Hello guys, now they hear me. Make una let me know if not they and not they hear me so. Okay. Hey Nafisat, good evening. How are you doing? I hope you guys can hear me though. Where are Demola Day? Osato, you down there online? Okay. Yeah, Damaric, don't worry. I always upload video on YouTube. Immediately I finish here, maybe tomorrow or the same time this night, I will upload. So I'm recording already. Thank you. Okay, so we are supposed to, from what you are seeing on the screen, which is introduction, or should I backend development for beginner. But at least you should know a little bit of JavaScript or TypeScript. But I'm still going to like use one whole week. When I say one whole week, that's one full weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to teach TypeScript, so that at least for those who know Sabiam, they'll just get little introduction and they can be learning why would they learn the backend. So from the banner, on our see say is the banner or designer anyway. Now see say now beginner backend development, and then we are going to be using NestJS. I just do little introduction. We are going to be learning Postgres, Prisma, and Redis. We go learn Docker, and then we go. Of course, we go start with monolithic architecture, and then we're going to microservices later for the architecture. We'll learn Kafka. What's the other one now? Okay, I can't see it from here. I can't remember what I wrote there. But these are all the things we are going to be doing, and it is between now and April, ending of April. So why would they do this class first? Normally, I suppose do class of absolute beginner for backend. So meaning maybe I'll do full introduction. I go teach the programming language you go use before we go enter framework and blah blah blah. Yeah, but this one is like a quick one for my guys, my students will learn front-end development in 2022, front-end development, and they don't do one project for the Niger Code Paddy group. Now they see Niger Code Paddy on top the design, abi. Yes, because now Niger Code Paddy be the, how do I put it now? Be the organizing body. Yes. Okay, so they don't learn front end deep finish. They don't build one application front end finish. So they need back end. So they need to learn this to be able to complete the project. That's why we say the prerequisite now JavaScript or TypeScript. But notwithstanding, I'm going to do like one full week of introduction to TypeScript. Then before we now move on to full backend. So like always, this is the syllable I'm going to be following. This design, the cover screen. Let me look for how to remove this guy. Let me see. Okay, let me remove. Where's the image now? Yeah. So we're going to be using this place roadmap.sh. Nafi check him. My front end guys already know him is a popular this thing. You guys can like so that at least may other people feel benefit too from the thing. Ademola don't join this thing. Osato, now you go the moderate for me. So just stay ready. Okay, so and I don't see my screen. Developers roadmap. If you want to learn so many things in tech, you can go to roadmap.sh. They tell you the things to learn, the line by line, how to now be proficient in that area. So, of course, our own backend. So let's click backend to see what it entails. So no fear, this class will probably just be we no go write code, but I will say many things. Now let me know. Now still they see my screen or the network don't cut. Okay, anyway, this is fine. Let me see if this is working for my second screen. Okay, I did see how. Okay, yes, I go upload down to YouTube later, but you need to day here because I go edit them. I'll cut some parts, come out, you get. So, but that's fine. So this is roadmap.sh backend developer part. So this is what I use for myself and for my students. My front end guys don't already know this. Ademola never joined this live, Abi. Okay, so normally to start, you are supposed to start from a backend programming language. You are supposed to select a language. Of course, for the layman, for people where they no get idea of everything what they do. In software development, there's always front end and back end. Front end now waiting the user they see, just like as you they see this thing for this screen for here now, as you they see them for here. So all this designer front end they handle them. Then the back end now waiting the user they see, no they see, the user know they see them. So hence the name back end. So, but now they undo all the logical part of the application. So now be like, imagine more looking like this. Imagine a restaurant, front end be like the servers where they serve you food on top table, like the restaurant office, you sit down, they chop. Then the back end be like where they cook the food. You know, say that place is always the dirty. If now all this our mama put them, they use all these big pots, all this firewood and all that ahead. That one be like back end. You know they see them, but now they actually make the food. So that's what this back end too be. Now it be the logical part. Now they make the front end work well. So you must know a programming language to do it, which is that's why for here to then to start with programming language. So you see either JavaScript or Go. JavaScript or Go. So you see they say pick a language. This one now they say internet. You understand internet? All this one we don't need that. If you read them on your own, how does the internet work? Most of you know that. What is HTTP? Hypertext protocol, something like that. So you can read it. What is domain name? Like google.com, that's the domain name. What is hosting? Where the website is. You can just read all these ones up. Very, very easy. Browsers and how they work. Of course, Chrome, Opera Mini, and all that. So then the next main thing will be to pick a language. So that's why we say prerequisite now JavaScript or TypeScript. We will go to use JavaScript or TypeScript. So you can either learn any of these things. Anyone where you see say now blue, Abi, is this purple now? Abi, which color be this one? The person, the body will create this application. That they, according to them, see they say personal recommendation. That's his own opinion. And then this one they say alternative opinion. Pick this or purple. So you say now this one in they suggest most JavaScript or Google. Like that. So after that language now, the next thing you should know is Git, version control. You do GitHub. My front end guys don't already learn GitHub, but we'll still do them again. But we'll not do it at the beginning like this. We'll do and we'll enter some things. After that, we're supposed to learn PostgreSQL, which is a database system. Database management system. Then from there, what else? They go, okay, relational database, other types. But we were going to be using Postgres. And then, what else? Let's go learn about APIs. Yes, authentication, how to create JW. All these things will go do them. If you look that design, if you look this design for here too, I also put them inside. They see the design for screen. So all those one will learn them under JW, under what do they call it, NestJS. So now I want to show you what backend actually looks like. Wetin they look like if they won't work, if front end won't use them. So let me show you. Let's go to Rapid API. There's a company called Rapid, I think it's Rapid API. They get APIs for many things. So what be API? API means application programming interface. That one a grammar. Or this one a big grammar. What it just mean I say waiting the back end go release, give the front end to take work. Simple. So the front end must they call the API so that it go work. But before I explain further, I want actually just talk about waiting API mean. Oh, okay. Ademola, I don't see you. You see your network just dey hang. Thank you, Ademola. I see your gift flower. So, okay. So let's go to Rapid API. Now, company where they get many endpoint or many backend for many things where you fit take do your own things in case you no want write backend by yourself. An API marketplace so dazzling developers won't want to leave. We don't hear. I just want to we see. I just want to give us example of what API endpoint looks like. I hope I can see it in any picture here. Let's see. Let's just sign in. I think I have an account. Do I? Yes. Yes. Osato, you saying I know they see my screen again? I beg me another person confirm. Adeyemi, you know they see my screen? Adeyemi, hear me confirm. You know they see my screen too? Osato, you be saying on your network, oh, you need to you need to confirm. Okay, so you see top category. There are different backend or API for different things. Instagram scraper API, many LinkedIn blah 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 API. I'm going to just click one so that we see what I just want to see what endpoint or API look like. So let's go. I'm looking for an easy one. Okay, let's say movies for example. Now, this one are they? Junic, you said it's showing share or what did you say? When I share the life too, when I just share and make other people still feel benefit. Okay, so and I know what be this thing now? Netflix and chill, Abi. You say no, they show my current screen. Oh, let me check. Shit. You don't they show now, Abi? Now don't they see them? Sorry, bless I mistakenly pressed am for the studio. I press now two screens I they use, so I they use one screen to show the stuff what I want to teach you now. Okay, so now the Rapid API be this. I enter movies API. So that's why they mention Netflix, for example. So imagine say you get where you feel they fetch all kinds of movie, but they will give you in API or endpoint format. So let's look at this. Let's see. Let's look for okay movie database. Let's click movie database for example. I just want to see what the endpoint look like. Okay, let's see. Search by title. Is this loading or what did happen? Okay, good. Let me see. Subscribe to test. Okay, let's use free one. Free subscription. Yeah, nah. Okay, I'll come up for there. Okay, sharp. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to, let's say, for example, we want to use, where's that JavaScript now? Okay, cool. Okay, so watch this. Let me copy this. So here now waiting API endpoint look like with this. You see this one now say blah 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 the website address and /search/insert. This one now to search particular movie we get this kind name inside. List of movies we get this kind name inside. So the actual endpoint will be like this, search. So you can put the name joiner. So when you they create endpoint or backend for project, you they create this kind link so that they go fit access different things for the project. You go get endpoint for authentication, endpoint to get all users. If your application are for to calculate anything at all, you go get endpoint to do this and that. Okay, daddy item, yeah, I see you. That's fine. Any of your option. Any of your option. So this is what we are going to be creating for different parts of whatever application you are building. So, and then they get different types of, should I say protocol, or what do I call it now? Let's go back to this place. Maybe I'll see it here. The name is here. I think it's REST. Where's it, Seth? Where's it? They have different ways. I've forgotten the exact name to call it or process to create your endpoints. There's one they call REST API. Now that what we go to do. REST API. REST API. They get SOAP. I think they have another one, and then I think they now have GraphQL. GraphQL still follow. Okay, so but we go to use REST. In other classes, I go explain deeply what all these things mean. This one I just general introduction so that I know what they get into. And then let me open this image again. From the image, I want to explain them one by one. You already know what database is if you never hear them before. Now just where you store the information of what you collect from your website, so that I go make the data of your website dynamic. Or for example, now let's say you get database for all your users where they use your website or your application, their name, their phone number, everything go day database. Everything way so far it has to do with storage, it go day inside database. And the database what would they use now? PostgreSQL, and then would they use what they call ORM. What it be ORM? ORM stands for Object Relational Mapper. So what did this one they help us do so like this? So it they help us talk to our database so that we no go need to write the database language itself. Most if we they okay, let me go like this. They get two types of database. Watch me. Types of. That's why I thought say I'm teaching this now. I like say una don't already get small idea, but that's fine. Types of database systems. We get relational database, which we call SQL, and then we get non-SQL. Sorry, I say none. No SQL databases. So, some group of databases they will be this one. Some group they will be this one. This one are example of database where they are all these ones with the list for here. Where are they now, Seth? See them here: MariaSQL, MariaDB, MSQL, Oracle, SQLite. Those are, you see them, relational databases. You see, that's why they list all of them. They see. Then those non-SQL database now, they can't get things like, maybe I go down here and like MongoDB. I think CouchDB, if I'm not mistaken, or Cassandra, or they shall get different types, yeah. So, but this one we go do. So the idea of ORM now say, you know, they write your SQL code by yourself. Like olden days, so they do I'm a software developer. You don't go write your SQL code by yourself to the community. You can't write inside your code to communicate with database. No, you will just communicate with your object relational mapper. You understand? So now your ORM go come they communicate with the database. So it be like the bridge. So now developer don't need to know how to write SQL. They don't leave them for data science people. That then go they write SQL and all those they are to manage data like that. So instead you go use ORM. And then the ORM where we go come use, if you look the design now, I write what is there? Prisma. The ORM where we go there, they get different types. So but the most popular one for NestJS now, or for Node.js, for backend JavaScript backend engines. Now Prisma. So now this one will communicate with the database. So I just they break them down small. And then we get ready for there, but don't worry, I will explain that inside the project when I don't get small foundation. So let's talk about what is Docker now. Docker. Now, you get one process where they call containerization inside software development, inside DevOps. Let's put it that way. Containerization, what do you mean from the name container? It's just to how you are going to put your product or your applications inside containers. Now they hear me, so now sit there with me. So thank you, Rudy Mays. Thank you, I appreciate. How you will put your application inside containers so that it go there easily deployed. Okay, let me tell you the advantage. Those days, before they decide to say Docker or containerization or virtualization come out, if you will hear people say they create software now today, they can't go host them online. When they host them online, they go discover say the software no they work. But the software they work for their system. You will come the hear memes like, but it works on my system. Of course, manager go come talk say, is the client going to use your system? No. They're going to use them online. So container, and those things that happen because if you be say maybe for example a different version of maybe permit me to say the different version of JavaScript or different version of ORM or different version of Postgres. Now the guy they use developer. Then when he reach online hosting, they can't get different version of these things for there. So that their problem the day. But if you use containerization, you use Docker, you can describe the version of everything that you used there. And then at that your Docker file, they go come carry, go put for that hosting. The hosting go come work according to what you don't describe inside Docker. Now they follow me so. So the Docker file now just like description file of, okay, this is the kind of things I use, this is the engine I use, this is what I used to do, this is what I used to do that. So the server should replicate it like this. So if it be like that, it go come work according to how it take day for your system. But now let me know now, understand this thing why I explain so. You now understand? Or am I go call one Baba me can explain give you now. Me now answer me now, now understand. You say more go again from which part? Or Saturday be following. You now understand them. Okay, from Docker. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's just say what is containerization in software development. They say, look at here. Oh, sorry, this is in the cover screen. Let me remove this image. Go. They say containerization is a software development process that bundles, take note, bundles an application's code, watch, with all the files and libraries it needs to run on any infrastructure. Traditionally, to run any application on your computer, you had to install the versions that matched your machine's operating system. So mostly before, if we don't install the versions we work for our own system with the developer, we go come carry that same version, go put them for online server. If you no come work with that server, errors go come dey. Or the server go install your own version and the errors go come dey. You now understand? But with containerization, with things like Docker go come let you fit describe the kind of things where you use. Make I show you now example of Docker file, for example. Let me show you guys. What's this project? My show you now waiting. My show you now Docker file. What in Docker file look like? Maybe to make more sense. Let me open this Docker file. Let me just open it with Notepad. Okay, now look this Docker file now. So like I said the Docker file will let you describe all the things where you use for the application, the exact versions, the folder, the this, that, and blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 like that. So that when they carry and reach server, the server go install that exact version. So look now from here now. This one, they show say the node version what I use for this project now, node version 20, Alpine distribution. So if you reach server, into go install this exact node. You can't tell them the working directory or the folder where the application they itself. You they see them, you can't copy them, you can't tell them say make you run npm install. Then before it can expose the port. Now go understand all these things later. Expose the port, then run the application. So you don't tell the server say now all the thing we need be this to run this application. Rudiger hope say, oh, I'm seeing some claw. You don't tell what see that name. How far? Where you dey since? Oh, Sam Clough. Okay, now another person come my head. Sam say how far now? Okay, so Rudiger hope say you don't understand what I explain with this thing, Abi. Hello, I don't understand what I mean. Okay, perfect. Osato, how far you understand? Might just by ask my number one guy. Yeah, I know say you understand, but might just by ask her. Yeah, me Eric, how far you understand? Oh, Nafisat, you to understand. That's perfect. Osato, you never talk whether you understand, though. Abi Osato don't run again. Osato, you they follow. Abi, you understand. Now two different things. Okay, all right, that's fine. So when I don't understand the concept of the Docker or containerization, the whole process is containerization. So let's look at the next one, and then the NestJS. No, I want to talk about NestJS last. No, I don't want to talk about monolithic and microservices. Let's leave that till when I don't sit down small. So let's talk about NestJS, which is the framework we go to use. Now NestJS with the framework we go use. So let's Google it. NestJS. So let me remove this image again. Exactly. So waiting be NestJS. NestJS now actually backend framework built on Node.js. Oh, let me close this to let me edit my Docker file. Don't save. Okay, so NestJS. That's what they write down. Their website now nestjs.com, so you can check it. So it will be NestJS. NestJS now backend. In fact, I would want to put this robust backend framework built on top of Node.js and Express. In fact, let me not say and Express. Let me say on top of Node.js, because you can decide to use Express Engine and Fast API. What's the second one, Seth? As your option. So it's built on top Node.js. How many of them don't hear about Node.js? Anybody there we never hear about Node.js before? Anybody there we don't know what to be Node.js? Node.js now also framework, let's put it that way, where enable us to write backend code with JavaScript. So it's a framework on its own. Now in help us write backend code with JavaScript, because before JavaScript used to run inside the browser alone, but now it now works outside with the help of Node.js. Okay, now so since Node.js now for backend, so while we're waiting, we're going to talk about NestJS again. So now that Node.js, so now for backend and it dey bare. Now you go decide how you want to structure your things, how you want to run your things by yourself. So there are other frameworks where people can still build on top Node.js to make life easy, to simplify the process of backend development. Instead of saying you go rewrite this thing, rewrite this thing, no. Some framework can come say, okay, let's structure our own like this so that you don't have to rewrite it again. Now there, NestJS coming. They have another one where they call Next. They many next day. Now back in the day, there's Noxt too. For Noxt, I say Noxt. Yes, there's Noxt too for backend. They many. These are not the only ones. They plenty where. They plenty where. So, but our own we go major on NestJS. So NestJS now just a robust backend framework built on top of Node.js. Simple. So you can decide to use JavaScript. Of course, they say NestJS, but this is new generation now. Of course, so. Mostly we go use TypeScript, but until that when that time reach. So I thought I go teach TypeScript for like 1 week, small, just introduction, just touch some things where we go need. So that, but you go need to go learn your JavaScript by yourself. My front end course there for YouTube. If you go look at me, you learn them from there in case you don't get idea at all. Okay. So when I don't forget to share and power tap, may other people feel still benefit. Okay, so this is the framework. See, and they say, Hello Nest, a progressive Node.js framework for building efficient, reliable, and scalable server-side applications. See, they say server-side. That's another name for backend. Server-side application. Let's go up. Accessible, versatile, progressive. This one a marketing strategy, but the framework actually good. Everything you need, modularity, scalability, dependency injection. I know saying I don't know what this one be, but until then, that's why most of the time I like teaching front end and taking those people who I don't teach front end, taking them into back end. It's much easier than say I want to teach back end for absolute beginner. Problem good day. Okay, type save, rich ecosystem, enterprise ready, microservices, web apps. So you see, build REST API. Remember that REST what I talk now. Build REST APIs, GraphQL APIs, queues, and real-time and event-driven application in no time. One of the reasons why I like these things because of queues and real-time. NestJS is good. Yep. Okay, so provision and manage your infrastructure on AWS without the hassle. Yeah, that's if you want to host them on AWS. Identify dependencies and blah, blah, blah. All this one I'm marketing for AWS. So the get courses too, official NestJS courses. Learn everything you need to master NestJS and tackle blah, blah, blah. But don't worry, I'll teach you. I'll give you documents too. Don't worry. And again, now open source. It means say the source code day online. So no big say now one company get them now open source. So let's go live preview if you want to run project. So then they try to show you waiting the projects. They like now see say now it end with TS, meaning even then they use TypeScript. So yeah. So what else? Let's go up. Yeah, support them. If you dash them money, they don't try. When you don't use and chop, if you just dash them money. Okay. So that's the framework we'll be using. The source code there, in case you want to see the source code for GitHub. Yeah. So we are not going to read all this now until when we want to start using Nest. But first, from tomorrow, we'll start doing introduction to TypeScript. I'm just going to do it for 1 week. When I say 1 week, it means Saturday and Sunday, because the class is going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. By next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we don't start full time. So I go walk on through the installation of everything, how to install Postgres, how to install NestJS, how to start working small. Then at the end, we'll come learn Docker, how to that containerize the application. There's no point learning it from beginning if you don't understand. Okay, so what else have I not touched? We've seen what endpoint links look like. Yeah, I pasted it here. We've seen what endpoint links look like. Okay, so, but don't worry, as we go on, it will make more sense. Some of them, they're very hard to showcase. And then another thing, the official way of communication with backend or backend sending data to frontend and vice versa is mostly through JSON. JavaScript object notation, JSON APIs. Now JSON that they use, if you just go, maybe later if you go check what JSON look like. But now JSON that they use communicate. Let me see if there's a sample of it here. Let me see. Which one do I even want to try? Let me see. Action. Is there any movie that has action? Let's try endpoint. Okay, there's an error. Why would they get error? Is there something I'm supposed to do? Version 1. Yeah. Okay, I think there's an error from their place because it's supposed to. This is the request. Let me just do FF. If anything will come out. It's showing error. I think this one is from their place. An error from their place. Thank God. This is what JSON looks like. They see how. So this is how I know. Say my front end guys already know this thing because I saw it in part of the applications you guys are building. So this is JSON. This is like an array of JSON. So group of information step by step coming out line by line. Okay. So like I said at the beginning, in case you know they for beginning, in case you just new here now, there's a project they are working on. In case you're a front end developer, we are trying to build our own in quote Zoom, Google Meet, Jitsi, whatever name you know it as. We're trying to build our own, and I can tell you they've gone really far. So they need this backend to complete the project. And mind you, they use pure HTML, CSS, JavaScript. No framework whatsoever. Yes, that is shocking, right? No framework inside. Now pure HTML, CSS, JavaScript. We don't use React, Svelte, or Vue, or anything. Pure like that. The only framework we will add, and because we want to make it be desktop application, is Electron.js, and that one no they do much. Now to just help you turn out to desktop application. Finish. Yeah. So in case you be front end guy here, yeah, and even though you be beginner, even though now only HTML you sabi, you can join the group. Yemi Eric or Sato, maybe you can drop the what thing that they call them. You can drop the link here, or people can join, so that they can join the group on WhatsApp, and then they can also join the project and be working before we even learn backend finish. Can't start to the right time. Okay, so don't forget we are following roadmap.sh. So we will learn as much. So the next thing we will be learning now when we don't start, I say I'll go do introduction to TypeScript. So like JavaScript, so TypeScript. For just that tomorrow and next tomorrow, then before we go enter NestJS, then like that we'll go. So I think I'm going to end here. So any question? Anybody get any question? Any question? No question. I want to end here. So in case anybody want to ask any general question in coding, just general question, even though you don't get what to do, maybe you be beginner, you don't confuse, you want me to clear you on something, you can ask. Yes, the classes will be recorded. It's recorded like this now. It's being recorded. Once I finish this one, maybe in the midnight or tomorrow morning, I'll upload it to YouTube. Patrick don't come again. It is necessary to learn to sabi JS before React. Not necessary, just introduction to JavaScript. And then you can learn React. I've had friends, very good friends, that are very good in software development. Let me not say very good, yeah. Let me just say good with React, yeah. That don't really know JavaScript very well. But you know, say because React just makes the work done. So you don't have to know JavaScript very well. Just to use React. So Patrick, why you asked before? Daddy Atem, yes, I would not say complete, but there's HTML, CSS, JavaScript with amazing projects. But we not do React and all that. I'm going to do a React class separate. The thing is, I've not even done class since 2022, so that's where we stop at JavaScript, and we were building one project, I think neomorphism, right? One beautiful project like that. So, but there's HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So go and check it. Just go to Niger Code Paddy on YouTube. It used to be a Mospikins, but I changed it to a Niger Code Paddy. So just search and then go to playlist. You will see TikTok live classes. So the playlist did there from beginning to the point where I tell you so. It did there. Yes, there are plenty YouTube channels. But most of the time, I recommend people to use, at least before Niger Code Paddy becomes very big, I recommend people to use, what's the name now? Free Code Camp. Let's even go to YouTube and check it out. So this is our YouTube link. I'm going to put it here. Just YouTube / Niger Code Paddy. You can see it. This is the YouTube link. So you see that I've changed it to Niger Code Paddy. So that's the distance. So you can go to playlists. And you see, where is it? You see TikTok class. So you see, this is like since 2022, just like the one I'm teaching now. Web development for absolute beginner, blah, blah, blah. So you will see all the classes. I think there are about 40 classes, 45 classes. And you will enjoy them. Okay, so yeah. Then the other YouTube channels. Oh, no, let me not start. Man, no start from there. Man, start from. Would be Free Code Camp. Let's search Free Code Camp. Look at it. They are very good. Now them Niger Code Paddy, they aspire to be like. So let's go to their channel. So you can see this thing. They have many courses, many videos on different things. See, I was watching I was watching the system design. So you can watch many. See, APIs for beginners, how to use an API. Okay, this one is not backend. How to use it, so that's front end. You look at JavaScript in 3 hours. They have many videos to learn many things. Many things. So you can also start from there. So if you want to learn, just search for front-end development Or if you are absolute beginner, what you need to learn is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then React. So you search for HTML, watch your HTML, learn it. You search for CSS, you add it like that. Free code camp, get everything what you need. But if you want to get a structured one straight from HTML, CSS together, JavaScript, and all of them, now that code party get them for that TikTok live. So you go just watch them. So it's tutorial on tutorial, you go they understand. And then the project, there was a time we even built one drum pad. As in the projects were amazing. So Daddy Atem, what's up? Are you good now? Any other question? Any question from any other person? Oh, you're welcome. Make una drop the group link for them. Now be the group link no they drop for there. You know green enter. Teddy don't finally show. Our official moderator. Say my fire that we don't nearly finish. We are to get free hosting. I do not understand. This email address, whattechautomotive@gmail.com. I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand what you mean by we are to get free hosting. So I think that's all. We can end the class, right? No more questions, right? Maybe tomorrow when we resume class, I can probably showcase. Oh, thank you, Sam Clove. I can probably showcase the project where they don't build so that actually they're nice. Maybe in the future, now maybe before end of this year, I hope so. Now they take stream, they do classes and like that. So I think we can end the class, Abby. Okay, so I'm giving you guys 3 minutes in case you want to ask any question. So then we go off. So tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m. Oh, you're welcome, Daddy Atem. I'm also grateful for you attending the class. Sam Claus, thank you. Teddy, my question, I say, you too good, Baba. We go, they follow the class. Oh, yeah, that's Teddy, you know where. All right, thank you, Daddy Atem. Oh, Sam Claus just they bless me. Thank you, Jerry. God bless you. All right, see you guys tomorrow, 9 p.m. Make una no late, oh. Bye.